What's going on, my friends? So today, I want to share a little life advice. But before you click off this video thinking that you don't need any advice on how to live your life, I totally get that. But I challenge you, stick around for a few minutes and listen to some of the things I have to say and see if anything resonates with you. And at the end of the video, if nothing I said made you think just a little bit about your own life or some changes maybe that you can make for the better, leave me a comment down below saying, John, please apologize, and I will personally comment back and apologize for wasting a few minutes out of your day. Do we have a deal? All right, so I was out with a buddy of mine recently, and we were talking, and he's like, man, John, you live the good life. And at the time, I just thought it was kind of funny, but for some reason, what he said kind of stuck with me, and I really started to think about the life I'm living and if it really is the good life, because I do enjoy myself. So I wanted to give you guys a few things that I do that maybe you can start doing right now to hopefully start living the good life, or at least a better life. Now, yes, I realize this video is different from the style videos that I do, but I feel like I need to start right here. I love life and I do what I can to live it to the fullest. And what that means for me is going to be different than what it means for you. I work hard, I play hard, and I love hard. But make no mistake, right? This isn't like a live like I do thing. And maybe don't live like I do, because I don't have all the answers, and I'm not going to sit here and BS you into thinking that I do. But what I do have is some life experience that you're now privy to because you subscribe and watch this channel. And that experience can hopefully help you make decisions that can maybe alter the direction in your life for the better, if that's what you want, because it all depends on you and what you want. Do something for others with no expectations of anything in return. This might be one of my favorite things that I do because it makes me incredibly happy and it makes me feel good about myself for doing something nice for somebody else. For example, a lot of you guys know that I live here in Temecula wine country, and during some of my downtime, I will go out and frequent a few of the wineries where I'm holding memberships. And because I'm pretty social and I can't help myself half the time, I end up having these conversations with all these random people in the winery tasting rooms, and a lot of these people are not from here. They're tourists visiting from out of town. So after I've been there for a little while and maybe I'm getting ready to leave, and the people that I was just talking to are sitting across the courtyard at a different table. So on my way out, I will find their server and ask what wine they're drinking, and I'll send a bottle over to their table as a gift. I don't need them to know who I am, and I don't need a thank you. Because for me, it's just about having these cool short conversations with really cool people and then doing something nice for them with no expectations of anything in return. Now, I don't do this all the time, but maybe like once a month. Okay, quick story time. This just happened last week. So I did this speaking engagement, and that event was over at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock. I was gonna come back to the house, but I decided, because I was already pretty much in wine country, that I'll just go grab a quick glass, come home. I'm getting out of my car in the parking lot, and these four people, these two couples, were getting out of their car also. We go inside and he hits me up and he's like, hey man, I'm kind of a BMW guy, but your Mercedes is pretty sweet. So we started talking about cars. His name's John, my name's John. They're from Bellingham, Washington. I'm from Seattle. Anyway, so we had this rapport. We talked for probably 5 minutes with all four of them, and they went to go sit down. When I'm getting ready to leave, of course, I'm gonna go send them a bottle. So when the bottle showed up, I wasn't gone yet. So he came over, found me, and was like, hey man, thank you so much. What are you doing after this? I was just going home. He goes, we're going out to another winery. Come with us, come hang out. Absolutely. So we ended up going out and had another glass of wine at a different winery, watched the sunset, and it was amazing. Good people, good times, that's what it's all about. And we've talked about this in some other videos, but live with intention. Because chances are, if you're watching this video, you're probably a guy in your 40s. And eventually, you will reach a point in your life where you've lived more time than what you have left. And I don't say that to be a downer, but what are you doing with the time you have left, right? You're not dead yet. You probably have half your life left to do whatever you want with. So what's your wisdom, and what are some of your triumphs? I read something once, and it said that you're at a point in your life where your confidence comes from knowing that you're living life well. Hopefully anyway, but if not, just sit tight. Okay, the next thing that I do is I limit my exposure to negativity. I want you to try this. Pick a day, any day, and pay attention to all the negativity that you're consuming or that you're allowing yourself to be around. And also pay attention to all the times that day that you go out of your way to put other people down or complain about something that's not even worth complaining about. Negativity spawns more negativity. And the more of it you consume, the more it has a direct impact on your behavior. Here's one more story. Okay, now keep in mind that I'm filming this video probably like a week before you're gonna see it, but 2 days ago, I uploaded a video to TikTok about styles to avoid as a man over 40. And for whatever reason, the video took off and went viral. And in just 2 days, it's got over 100,000 views. It also has, at least as of right now, over 300 negative comments. And I would say that probably 99% of the comments are coming from these guys who made it pretty clear that they're not happy with their own life. Because you have to understand, happy people don't go out of their way to leave negative hate comments like these guys were. Now, here's the other thing about that video. It has over 2,000 likes, over 250 saves, and I think I picked up like 1,500 or more new follows. Those numbers right there tell the whole story. Negative people are just a lot louder and they get the most attention. And once other people see other people being negative, it spawns more negativity and allows them permission to be also hateful and negative. Again, listen, if you find yourself throughout the day being negative for basically no reason or consuming content that gets you triggered, check yourself right there. Eliminate the negative exposure, and I promise you, you'll start feeling better about yourself and start seeing the glass as half full instead of half empty. Okay, the next one is to take pride in yourself and boost your self-respect and your own self-worth. Because if you don't, nobody else will. I mean, listen, we all have things that we don't like about ourselves, but you can't allow yourself to stay in that mindset and beat yourself up about it. Taking some pride in yourself could be as simple as paying attention to the clothes that you wear. And I get a lot of pushback from guys that say that clothes aren't important and you should only dress for comfort, and I'm not trying to impress anyone, and I don't care what anyone thinks of me. And trust me, I understand that because I don't give a rip what people think about me. If I did, I wouldn't be on YouTube. But that doesn't mean that I don't give a rip about myself. Listen, I have an incredibly high self-confidence and self-worth because I know I have value and I know I'm a good dude. But the message it sends when people say things like, I don't care how I look out loud, is that they don't care about themselves enough to make an effort for themselves. Okay, so the next point I want to make is to do what you like doing and do what makes you happy and then do more of it. So listen, I had a conversation a couple weeks ago with a few buddies at dinner, and we were sort of talking about some of the goals that we have for this coming year. And I talked about my work schedule and the hours that I spend working during the week. And I was challenged to work more hours because, of course, I wanted to increase my bottom line. And the thing that I said back was that I value my free time. I mean, trust me, I do work a lot of hours and I don't want what I do for work to consume everything about my life. I value my free time. I value spending time with my friends. I value the standing appointment that I have with a buddy of mine every Thursday afternoon for liquid lunch at one of the local wineries. I value sitting on the couch for 3 hours on a random Tuesday night watching YouTube videos about golf club reviews and travel destinations. That doesn't mean I'm lazy or that I don't have a strong work ethic. It means that I have some balance. And part of having that free time is just taking some time for myself. And a lot of you guys probably know that I've taken the last couple of months off from dating, and it's actually been kind of nice to just enjoy my own time in my own space. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go live in a cave and swear off relationships with women altogether, especially if you're in one. And I'm also not saying that you even need to take more time for yourself. But if you feel like that resonates with you, it's up to you to make that happen in whatever manner that looks like for you. Look, we all have a story, and it sucks to have a story that nobody else wants. And if you've been hanging out with me for a while, you probably know my story. And at least in my opinion, it's just not a very good one. But here I am, right? I don't let my past define me. I use it for strength and motivation. Everybody takes their own path in life. And who's to say that your crappy path didn't make you into the person that you are today? The problem is that sometimes difficult paths can break people. You have to make sure that doesn't happen to you. And one more thing, if you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy this one right here on the screen. And if you made it this far, please tap the like button to let me know, because you, my friend, are one of the true legends. Thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.